First impressions are derived from far more than physical appearance. Your personal hygiene, how you're dressed, the tone of your voice, your choice of words, and your gestures all contribute towards that first impression. In short, it's a lot of stuff. So let's break it down. First, personal hygiene. It seems obvious, but you'd be surprised. Make sure that you're showered, your nails are clean, hair is combed, breath is fresh, and that you use deodorant. Both men and women should avoid overpowering fragrances.
Second, wardrobe. It's typically better to dress more conservatively than too casual. Your choice of clothing sends a message to your prospect. If you're well-dressed, cleaned, and pressed, it tells your prospect that you're organized, take pride in your work, and that you are professional. Imagine how you'd react to someone meeting with you who looked disheveled and dirty. What would your first impression be? Would it be positive? You need to match your physical image to the person or company that you're meeting with. You don't want to be overdressed or underdressed for your meeting.
The more you can do to project a professional appearance, the higher regard your prospect will have for you. That makes establishing rapport and gaining trust so much easier. In some professions, such as the music industry or advertising, conservative dress is less of a requirement. But as a general rule, it's better to dress conservatively. For example, if your prospect typically wears a collared shirt and slacks to work, you might want to wear a collared shirt and slacks with a tie or a sports jacket. This projects professionalism and respect.
Third, the tone of your voice. You don't want to come across as unenthusiastic, unmotivated, or boring. To communicate effectively, you need to be both understood and interesting. To build confidence in your voice, practice your lines, record yourself, and learn to modulate your pace and pitch. I've also found that it's difficult to sound unenthusiastic, unmotivated, or boring when I have a smile on my face. Prospects want to do business with people who are enthusiastic and excited about what they do. If you can convey that enthusiasm in your voice, it will work to your advantage. And if you're a whiner, it's time to grow up.
Fourth, the words you use. The last thing you want to do is intimidate or alienate your prospect by making them feel ignorant. To avoid that, I recommend the KISS method. KISS stands for keep it simple, stupid. Now keep the techno-speak, buzzwords, acronyms, industry jargon to a minimum. If you use words and phrases that your prospect doesn't understand, you have a problem. The burden is on you to make sure you communicate in a manner that your prospects are comfortable with.
Fifth, gestures and body movements. Your gestures and body movements can add passion and credibility to your prospect's first impression of you. Practice them just like you practice the tone of your voice and your choice of words. Mold your gestures to fit your prospect's style as best you can. But sometimes you can't control your reactions to pressure and you just have to learn to accept them. For example, when I'm in some sales situations, I tend to perspire profusely. In the early days of my career, I was embarrassed. I viewed my sweating as an extreme negative. Since I couldn't control it, I made excuses. I wasn't feeling well, I'm recovering from a cold, or my favorite, I worked out right before this meeting and my body is still overheated. Boy, I must have sounded like a total fool. One day, while making a presentation in Pittsburgh, I began to sweat profusely. I apologized to my prospect for it, and he immediately cut me off. He loved the fact that I was sweating. It demonstrated to him how enthusiastic and passionate I was about solving his problems. That was a powerful moment for me. From that day forward, I've accepted my sweating as just a part of who I am. I even have clients who have towels and waters waiting for me when I come in for my presentations. There are many things that we can control and some that we can't. Control the things that you can and accept the things that you can't. Hey, this sounds like the Serenity Prayer.